You are the universe itself, eternal, alone, bored, until something different flashes into existence. It has many voices, but they all go by the name humanity. They yearn for growth and excitement, brimming with ideas. How they want to build funny structures of stone and rival others. Or how they want to create a world in harmony with something they call nature. You hear of many more ambitions. They turn to you for help. They call you nature. Their creativity excites you. You create elemental giants that can help you shape the world. And with them, you will help these humans with their ambitions. Together, you will start a new chapter, a chapter to fill the universe with life. Hello everybody and welcome to Ruse 2, a game from the developers Abbey Games. I think I played all the games they've given out and I like almost all of them. I'm the Harbinger and I've been a part of the beta test of Ruse 2, but I've also bought the game myself, so yeah, let's get cracking on what we are seeing here when you have a new world. So, firstly, when you're creating a new world, you need to choose a human spirit to be a part of your start here, and they will give you bonuses. So the sage spirit will give you plants bonuses. The thinker will give your biotica with a science bonus, and the goddess will give her own stuff 50% more bonuses. It's not that important here in the start. Let's just start with something here. Pick 3 of these giants here to start with and get along with creating our first planet here. So in Ruse, these are humans. You can't directly control them, but you can help them do stuff. And I just need to fix my audio here. And the audio should be much better now. So we are the giants. We unlock more giants in the future. I see I need to move my camera a little bit here so everything is better, more nicely here. I hope I can have my camera down here in the left corner. I don't think this part of the UI is used for anything, so let's hope that. And yeah, we are these giants here. The rock giant, and the crab giant, and the rainforest giant here. They are supposed to have names. I just can't see them as of now, but that's not important. So these humans, they want to settle a city. They can't settle a city on this planet as it is now because the planet doesn't have any features. Luckily, we can terraform planets, so we can take this guy, and we click the terraform planet, and we create forest here. And if we do this, make him go over here, and we will create a forest. And this is the place where these humans can live. And let's tell them to settle over here. And that will encourage them to go over there, and we will settle our first city. Now, as the city is growing, they will find ideas of what they want to do. But until then, we will have to build up some stuff here to encourage them to do stuff. So let's, this scientist, he likes, this elder, he likes food, so let's give him some blueberries over here, so he can improve his city. And for every unique kind of feature you plant within the biome, you will gain biodiversity, and biodiversity lets you play different kind of more powerful stuff. Also, there are some kind of features at some of these places that's helpful to pay attention to. For example, here it's a gold booster, and placing stuff that gives gold here is very nice. Now, we gave him food, and this city wanted to become 3 food, and since we did that, they got better, and we are then going to settle our second city. Now, settling your second city will increase our eon limit. That basically means It's the limit of how many things giants can do before society advances, and you want to do as much as you can within this within the current eon, because bonuses are permanent. So let's see, we could either take the Huntress or the Innovator. I think we can go with the Huntress here, just because the desert is better at gaining food and gold than it is at gaining science. So this girl will take her tribe over here, and they will develop a new city, and they can start trade, and they have a kind of a lot of positive interactions with each other. A bad thing about settling cities too close to each other is that they will compete for the same space. So only one city can have access to the features within their borders, and that is going to define who gets the positive aspects. So the Huntress, she wants to have 2 animals within borders, and she wants to have 3 population. If we do this, then we get a Huntress settlement at level 1. And that will increase our prosperity, which is this thing, and this is basically your high score. You get 1 point for every level of population, technology, and wealth in a city, and you also get bonus points for completing these tasks. So let's create 2 animals within borders here. We have so every biotica has some kind of feature they want to be next to, or some kind of feature they want to have help them. So for example, this Geroba wants to have a mineral next to it in the biome. That's pretty easy to make happen. And the sand cat wants there to be at least 1 critter in the biome. And this is a critter, so if we have both of these, then at least this thing will be made here. So let's place the cat here, and we can see that the city will start to collect the gold coins and the extra wealth from having a sand cat within the borders. It's only 5, so it's not enough to increase to the next level here, but we can then create this Geroba, and then this bonus ability here will trigger, and we will get a lot more gold once they go over here and then fall down into the city, and then they will just pile up here, and it will start to go around here. But yeah, she has 2 animals, but she also needs a little bit more food to hit level 3. I think we need 25 more food to be able to hit level 3 here. These Geroba gets +1 if there is a mineral within the biome. It doesn't have to be next to here or within the city limits. We can put the mineral all the way over here if we want to. So let's take this quartz over here, put it all the way over here. It is still within the biome, and it leaves the Geroba with the ability to burrow. So we still need 15 more food, and we can solve that by either adding another Geroba. That will, however, not be an extra biodiversity, so maybe we should try to find another source of food. We don't really have any other sources of food in the desert, so the Geroba is our best bet. It needs to be within city limits for it to qualify for extra city stats here. But yeah, here they are, and they should go over here. And here we see them being happy and expanding their borders towards this thing. You can see here whether or not they are willing to expand their borders currently. They don't need more land in this area, is something they usually say if they are content. But if they have filled up their borders within here and they are powerful, they will often seek to go outside also. Now, it's a little bit boring to not have access to more stuff than we have here, but what we can do is go over here and draft some extra stuff. So we can, for example, take an extra stuff from the desert here, and we can see that we can, for example, have access to lapis lazuli. This is a nice way to gain more gold. Limestone is a nice way to gain more science from the desert. And yeah, the huntress, she likes food and gold, so let's take this gold one here. We will also unlock these things that are accessible both in the desert and in the forest for the topaz, and in the water for the jasper. And yeah, so this first planet here is mostly a tutorial, but I can also explain some stuff as we go along. So the lone flats, so the lapis lazuli we unlocked, it needs for there to be a certain amount of biodiversity in the biome before we can play it. So let's since we already have 3 here, we can play it. So when we play it here, we will spend the biodiversity from here. We will lose 3, but gain 1 since we are adding 1 new, and we will be remaining with 1 here. It's a really good one here. So you can see we are gaining 30 extra for each different adjacent gem bioticum here. So if we place these random stuff around here, this one will become a lot better. Now, let's see. For the tutorial is inspire a project. Let's see what they say here. When presenting with a challenge, a city will also suggest a project. Click the floating inspiration, pick the project person, and use the project to complete their request. And here is some more stuff. So yeah, we want to start a new project here in Timberdale Shrines, but to seek inspiration, where should we look? So let's see. Here are the different kinds of buildings that the elder wants us to choose from for completing their project. So he wants to have a 10 population. That means we need to get them a lot of food. And there are several different ways to gain food there. For example, the herder's hut will give us 40 food if we have 2 herbivores, and 100 extra food if there are 4 herbivores. So that this one is one way to do it. And farm will give us 1400 if there are 2 or 4 undergrowth biotica within borders. Fruit picker will give 15 and 120 if there are 2 or 4 fruit biotica within borders. And Ocean Shrine will give Mystery, which is a different kind of resource. And that's if there are 3 to 4 distinct ocean bioticums within borders. And yeah, we could easily expand over here with some oceans to give them that. And every city has different kind of reaction to getting mystery. So the elder would get 5 additional food and 3 additional curiosity or technology for every mystery. So that means that I forgot how much that was. But was it 3 or was it 5? 5. So this one translates into 35 and 75 food if there are different kinds of bioticum. So these are the choices we have to help us. We have 20 more eons until the first area, and then we will start to have challenges, so that's something to consider. Now we do have some additional growths, so let's try to find something here in the forest that gives us more food. And we are getting access to, for example, the apple tree, that also gives us the pear tree and the squirrel. And all of these give food, so I think this one is pretty nice here. And particularly, both the apple tree and the pear tree has the fruit tag. So when we pick this, we can also know that we can pretty easily make fruit picker here work. So let's take fruit picker, and the city will expand over here, and we need to help them put trees into the biotic here. So also blueberry is already on a fruit here, so we already have one. And yeah, let's place the apple tree. They get extra food for each adjacent fruit, so you can see how this how these increase with each other. Now here we don't have enough free biodiversity, so we need to create something else before we can. We only have one over here, so we need to create something else before we can buy the tree. So let's place the pear tree first. We want the apple tree to go here, so let's place the pear tree over here. And then this guy will come over here and place the tree. And now we already have the two fruit biotica we need within borders, so that's fine. But we are still a little bit away from the 10 inhabitants that the sage wants. So let's also place the apple tree now, because now we have 2 fruit biotica. Place this over here. And you should have a mountain of food coming over here now. That's both the initial 30 from the apple tree. In addition, we get 60 more because of the 2 adjacent fruits to the apple tree over here. So now we are going to bypass 10 citizens over here. We can expand this eon even more. Let's terraform some more of this planet over here, and create another city with our 3rd nomad over here. And this time we will take the inventor, and he will settle over here. So every time we build something, for example this pear tree or this blueberry or whatever, we are paying for it with eon. And I think everything costs 5 eon to build, and we have 10 eon left until the first era starts. But if for every city we build, we get more time to build them up. In the first Ruse game, it was just a flat amount of hours you had to play the game. But in this game we have more time to think, because you aren't being punished for being slow and taking your time, which I think is a great difference between the first and the second game here. Now we can also go over to the huntress. She also wants us to have 8 population, and she also wants to have 3 animals within borders. She already has that, so we only need to worry about the 8 population. And let's see what kind of stuff she wants. She can, for example, take a trapper if it gives us extra gold if there are animals within borders. We don't need that, because she only wants food-based bonuses. There is fishing hut if there are fish biotica within borders. There is no fish in the desert. We could expand to an ocean, but let's not do that for now. And hunter if there are 2 or 3 distinct animals within borders. We already have 2 of them, so we only need 1 more to gain 80 over here, which is a great, since we are only 4 placements until the next era here. If you click this button over here, you can see which kind of buildings they have around here. Now, a nice thing to know here is that if we manage to build up these stuff here to the max level, they will keep this bonus throughout the game, and that is a really important thing to do if we want to have really good scores. So I'm going to place another blueberry over here, even though we are finished with the Sage's quest. I want him to go over here and do that, so that this city will have 120 extra food in the future eras. Same thing with the huntress. We want her to have more animals, so she can have that extra 80 food. But we don't have extra animals available in the desert, so let's try to draft some. And we can get access to this snake. That's pretty cool. So you also unlock 3 and 3 different kinds of biotica, and I think that's nice because then you can you take the one thing you need, and then you also get access to other stuff, and that's pretty great. Now, the rattlesnake, they gain extra wealth if they are adjacent to critters, and if they are adjacent to predators. So placing them over here will make us lose out on these science boosters, but we will be adjacent to both things we need to be adjacent of, and that's something we need. Also, it will make it so that we are getting 40 extra food from Hunter here, since it's a third extra distinct animal, and that's also something we are in need of. There it is. We are still a little bit of food short, and we only have 10 more eon until the first era. So how can we get access to that food? We can play the fan palm, but that doesn't give food. Sagebrush doesn't give food. So it's basically only this that gives food. Minerals usually don't give food, but there are some minerals that also give food. So the only way to get more food here is to play 2 more of these Gerobas. But also here we are encountering something stupid, and that is that we don't have enough space within the city to give them access to all the food they need. So yeah, then we can look a little bit up at here about how they will prioritize to expand. So they don't need more land this era, but their territory is completely filled with biotica, so exploring is more worth it. So they have 3+ and 3-, so they are currently at the break even. But if we put just one more thing outside their borders, they will be encouraged to go out and pick it up. Only thing is that there is only one more thing we can place until the first era is finished. Now, if you have played for a while, you have unlocked the shop and stuff, but it's not available yet in this first tutorial planet. So let's just play another Euro over here and hope that they expand to take it. And then we can also make sure that the Huntress will finish her quest over here. And here they come. These little expandy people are going to go and expand the border. And then, when they have expanded the border, they will take this Jiroba home and prepare it so we can get the 15 extra food we need for level 8. And that will make us gain 1 more point from population over here, up to 42, and we will get 5 more points from finishing this city request, and we will get up to 46. And this is also how we unlock more drafts over to here. And yeah, that is basically the tutorial level here in Ruse 2, and we can now pick our eras to decide what the first era is going to be. And the eras, they are basically your quests for this planet. So they come in 3 tiers. That explains which kind of resources you have to be focusing on. So the calm era is the easiest one. It basically just wants you to do whatever you like and gain different kinds of amounts of prosperity around here. And Monument Age will help them want to build monuments. You will need the Huntress to do this, and she will start the construction of a monument. It gives gold for each city on the planet that is smaller than the Huntress city. I think this is maybe also the goddess if you have her, but yeah, the Huntress can also have this quest here. We can inspect the planet if we worry about remembering everything and stuff over here. So this one is better if we have access to a lot of wealth. And the Neolithic Revolution wants us to have a lot of population, and yeah, up to 3 existing cities. We build an extra farm, gaining food from plants. We don't have, yeah, we have a lot. We have pretty much a lot of plants, so that's fine. Maybe we pick this one. And yeah, we can also have Iron Age, but one city must have at least 3 technology and 2 minerals within borders to get access to this one. So you might want to try to remember which kind of stuff you haven't done and build your cities like that before these ages triggers. Let's do the Neolithic revolution here, as we are already having quite a lot of population here. And we did prepare to get a lot of extra food from our tasks here. So now, since we picked that one, all cities gain an extra farm, which means that if there are undergrowth biotica within borders, they will gain extra food, which is nice. Now, to do this task here, we need to have 3 cities with a population of 3. We already have 2 cities that fit those criteria, and the cities already also have a lot of undergrowth, so they have gotten a lot of extra food. But we need to make sure that this city also can grow. Also, we need to have 2 more unique plants on the planet, but that's really easy. We can either just place some plants over here in the desert, or we can place the final biome, which I think we're going to do right now, the ocean, which we can make with the crab over here. He will dig into the earth and fill it with water. And yeah, let's fill the ocean with some more plants. For example, we can place some kelp over here. It gets additional food if it's placed adjacent to at least 1 fish. So we can place that there. And let's see if we have some fish around here we want to play. We can, for example, play this herring. That's also a source of food. And since we play both the kelp and the herring within the city borders over here of the city, these things will also help this city grow. And they take the encouragement of us building stuff here in the ocean for them to expand their borders over here. And yeah, they are soon to be getting 3 population over here. Then we just need to have 1 more unique plant. Let's see if we can place this sea anemone over here. We can, and we did. And then we get a new mission here. The Great Cities of Old have 3 cities with population of 6. So both of these other cities already have 6 because we did prepare for a great start here in the early ages. So it's basically just this city that also needs to become population 6. And yeah, a thing is here that the innovator, he wants to have a technology, so we could also give him some amount of technology over here. He got some technology from the sea anemone here, so that's nice. And since we have this, we did have the elders, the sage spirit that we chose at the start. Every plant we build also gain 20 extra food, no matter what. So let's also place this ash tree over here and give them another plant that both gives science and more food. So that they can work towards becoming a level 3 settlement, and that way they can also try to build projects as they want to access more stuff over here. Now let's give them some more undergrowth stuff. We can give them some blueberries because they need to. Oh, they actually got past 6 population also. Okay, nice. At least giving them some blueberries ain't the worst thing in the world. So because that will help them a lot with the population they need. So let's just place this. And I think they need one more undergrowth to get plus 40. And they also need to be adjacent to a mineral to get the most out of themselves. So let's place another one over here to encourage them to go outside. And also give them one of these. The mossy stone doesn't really do anything, it gives 20. This one gives 15, but extra if it's adjacent to plants. I mean, both of them basically give 20, so let's give them what they have the least of. No, let's give them the mossy stone, because it's also an undergrowth. Yeah. It's we see that from the tag on the there. It's undergrowth and it's element. So we could actually have ignored one of these blueberries and just give them another one from the mossy stone here. Actually, let's just put it inside so they don't have to worry about expanding to reach these blueberries here. And they can receive the benefits immediately. Yes. Now, to get a 3-star in this first era here, we have 15 more Eon to go, and we need 18 more prosperity. That is quite the challenge, but we can maybe do it. Some things we can use to make this happen is that if we had done one of these challenges, we would get access to increasing our slot levels, and that's a nice way to get a lot more points for each city. However, we didn't do that over here, so we just have to make do with what we got over here. We have we have 3 more things we can place. So what is going to be best? We can place this Mossa Gate over here. That will give us extra levels in wealth from the city, which is great. And this is a 50% gold booster, so it's nice to give to heavy gold income things. For example, this stoat will give extra if it's adjacent to other critters, but it's not. So let's just take this stone, since that's flat gold plus a little bit, which we get from plants. I don't think we are reaching 80 on this, just because we don't have access to enough things, I think. Oh, we do. We can build next to the lattice. Lattice is pretty good. So this Mossa Gate gave us 15 plus 5, and then an additional 12 because of 50% extra, which means we are getting 2 points for that one. But yeah, we chose this lapis lazuli, and if we place stuff next to this one, it will get a lot more value. So let's do that. However, there is already 2 Jerobas here. How will that impact things? Well, we can replace some of these Jerobas, and that will only cost 1 Eon. So that is something we can do, but we also lose out on these 30 food. So it's not ideal. What you also could do is replace the lattice and make a new lattice over here, and that way we'll gain 1, 2, 3 possible things here. So I am leaning towards doing that, and we could also do the limestone. The limestone gives a lot of science. However, it will lose a lot of science if it's next to too much other stuff. So we could, let's see, let's place the topaz here instead of the lattice. then that will only cost us 1 eon. At least that was how it was in the beta. I don't know if it's like that in the complete game here. Yeah, it only costs us 1. Then we also got back that biotica we spent. Then we place this lattice over here. And now both of these are a lot better. However, before we are spending the final eons, let's go back to the inventor, because he now has a project he wants to build. So let's just see what we can do for him. If there's three biotica, if there is different kinds of undergrowth biotica, or for the mineral with the highest science. I think we go for herbalist here, is because we have two different undergrowth biotica here already. So this one will give us extra science without us having to spend extra eon to do it. We only have one more placement of a new thing before it's done here. And yeah, I was also hoping that maybe one of these two plants also counted as undergrowth, but they didn't. Oh, the inventor is inventing something new. That's cool, because they will over time they will invent new kinds of luxuries, and these kind of luxuries does different kinds of things. I don't know if we have to do something for it to finish or something, but they will give your cities some nice bonuses too. Anyway, let's go back to over here, where we will trying to optimize the final stuff here, so that we can maybe gain enough stuff over here. I don't think we can gain enough stuff over here, but maybe if we found a third undergrowth for timber hole, that would be it. Let's see, what can we find here in the forest? Bamboo. Bamboo is another undergrowth. Let's take this. Aha. And let's not place it directly, because that will make us go into the next era. But if we replace the blueberries here, because this blueberry is already representing blueberries here, so we can replace this. Replacing only costs 1, and we didn't use that one anyway. And then we just have to hope that they want to get over here. Actually, it looks like they just expanded the borders over here, or they are intending to expand their borders again. Or no, this is a trading party. Yeah, this is the invention the inventor invented. They export dried fish to low flats. And yeah, now everybody has additional population, which is nice. I think that's what this means. Yeah, probably. Okay, so I don't know if we got additional prosperity for that, but I hope that's how it works. So yeah, one way to encourage them to try to find this is to fill out the rest of the things around here, or we can build more stuff just outside the borders to entice them to go there. We only have one more build in us, so we need to prioritize. Are we trying to make this lattice even better? We could, for example, try to do the limestone. The limestone should have been here, and then the topaz should have been there, because the limestone loses science based on how many they are next to. So this one could be 50, but then we or we could go over here and make this city go over here, maybe expand to over here. Yeah, I like this line better. We can fill up this slot. to give additional yield for minerals. Let's see, do you have anything fun to fill here? Plus biotica and science if next to a plant. I think that's the best we can do here. Or I guess we can do this also. It's 20. It's another biotica. The inventory doesn't need extra wealth, but wealth is a cheap way to increase his prosperity here, and hopefully building stuff outside the borders will motivate them to explore enough that they will expand their borders. If not, we took a gamble. They did it! So here they are coming, expanding to over here, and then they will be getting more different kinds of undergrowth within borders, which may make this to go to 100 instead of 40. In addition to them getting a lot of extra resources from these guys themselves. And is that enough to get us up to 80? It's we are allowed to hope. I've done the math. We're gonna do it. Yay! So yeah, that's 3-starring Neolithic revolution, and yeah, let's conclude this planet. Lone flat oasis invented tribes from around the world, invited to host the world's first farmers market. Banana, apple, apple. Pumpkin, apple, apple, banana, banana. Cherries! Planet completed. Difficulty, giant. Okay, so we got 3 stars, and we got 80 prosperity, just what we needed. And we also get some bonus points from having distinct biomes. I don't really know what this means. I don't think this was in the beta. So we got, oh yeah, it's biome diversity bonus. So when we have biomes that has a lot of different biotica that's unspent, you get more bonuses. So we got 84 points. And you want to do this kind of stuff because you unlock new stuff when you 3-star things, which is great. So let's unpack this first one over here. This is some kind of ocean biotica. So there's pearls. They are really nice if they are coastal. And there's jasper. That's gives 20 gold if next to animals. And there is the sea crate that gives 30 if adjacent to a critter. And that can be both critters on land or underwater. And let's unpack the next one. Ostrich. This one gives both food and gold, and if they have adjacent empty slots, they will gain even more. No, it's a funny thing here is that some of these creatures, like the sand grouse and the mudcrack, they are barren. This thing that says there, which means that the ostrich can be next to them, and they will count as an empty slot. So there's nice combos you can do in desert with this, and the sand grouse just gives 20 food. And yeah, the mudcrack also wants to be next to empty slots. Let's look at the last one over here. And this is the antimony. I haven't seen this one before. So yeah, it's a science thing that gives additional science for each distinct adjacent mineral, which is pretty nice. We also have tin, which gives extra science if next to at least 2 different plants, and white willow, which will give extra science based on adjacent trees. And yeah, that's the first planet and the first 3-star of Ruse 2. We unlock some more stuff here on the profile level. We unlock the swamp giant. We unlock the second era. We can now upgrade patches. We can get 2-star bioticas. And yeah, hopefully this was a nice introduction to what Ruse is, and hopefully you can discern whether or not you will enjoy it. I will see you guys in the next episode if you want to follow along, and I'm the Harbinger. Thanks guys for watching. Bye bye.